go in, and the stonework is just as well laid in here.
And if you look here, you have your very
The historic realm of the Pharaohs remains an enduring testament to human civilization, boasting an unbroken lineage of occupation spanning millennia. This prolonged human presence has yielded a wealth of enthralling archaeological findings, captivating the imaginations of scholars and enthusiasts alike. Among these awe-inspiring discoveries, scientists have recently chanced upon a mystifying box believed to be 3,500 years old, in close proximity to the pyramids. This enigmatic artifact arouses our curiosity, prompting inquiries into its contents. Join us as we unveil 20 groundbreaking revelations from Egypt's archaeological realm, shedding light on the astounding unearthing of a 3,500-year-old box, believed to safeguard a cryptic secret. Number 20. The Screaming Mummy. Within the depths of ancient Egyptian tombs rests the enigmatic figure known as the Unknown Man E, famously referred to as the Screaming Mummy. Unearthed in 1886 from the concealed Deir el-Bahari cache, this perplexing discovery has struck fear into the hearts of all who have beheld it. What distinguishes this mummified individual is their dread-inducing visage, an eternal freeze frame capturing pure anguish. Frozen in time, their mouth remains agape, silently echoing the depths of indescribable torment. This unsettling face has sparked theories about the tormented soul and the events leading to his horrifying fate. The mysteries surrounding the Screaming Mummy go beyond its horrifying expression. Its burial is peculiar. Unlike other mummies of that time, Unknown Man E was wrapped in a sheepskin, considered impure in ancient Egyptian society. This unusual choice suggests he may have been an outcast, rejected by society. The absence of proper embalming indicates a rushed and urgent burial. The disorderly nature of his interment fuels speculation that he may have been a disgraced noble or a victim of a brutal crime, swiftly put to rest. One theory suggests the Screaming Mummy could be Prince Pentawere, son of Pharaoh Ramesses III. According to ancient stories, Pentawere plotted against his father and was forced to take his own life as punishment. The circumstances of the mummy's burial support this theory. Unknown Man. E was treated hastily and disrespectfully like a disgraced noble. The mummy's twisted expression reflects the pain he may have felt in his final moments. However, despite speculation and mysterious tales, we still don't know for sure who the Screaming Mummy really is. The truth behind his anguished face remains a haunting enigma that continues to intrigue and disturb. Number 19. The mysterious 3,500-year-old box. The ancient Egyptians thrived along the banks of the River Nile, with many working as humble farmers. But over time, a lineage of powerful pharaohs emerged, paving the way for the remarkable achievements of ancient Egypt, including the world-renowned pyramids. One such pharaoh, the mighty Tutmos II, had a tomb that was long thought to be lost to the ages. However, in a stroke of incredible luck, a treasure chest recently surfaced, promising to unveil the path to the eternal resting place of this ancient king. What's more astonishing is that this ancient chest was discovered entirely by accident. A team of dedicated archaeologists from Poland's Warsaw University's Institute of Archaeology stumbled upon this precious box at the historic site of Deir al-Bahari in Egypt, nestled on the picturesque banks of the Nile. This location, not far from the renowned sites of Luxor and Karnak, is a sprawling complex of regal tombs and magnificent monuments, including the revered mortuary tomb of Queen Hatshepsut. Interestingly, Polish teams have been working diligently in this area since the 1960s, unearthing priceless artifacts that shed light on Egypt's glorious past. However, this particular discovery was a complete surprise, as the box was found amidst a pile of debris. At first glance, it appeared to be just another ordinary stone block that was commonly used in ancient times for construction. The scientists had to examine it more than once to be certain of their extraordinary find. This stone chest, measuring about 40 centimeters in height and width, may seem unremarkable in size, but what lies within is truly a treasure beyond measure. Number 18. The long-lost burial place of King Thutmose II. After the unearthing of a 3,500-year-old box, scientists were filled with curiosity regarding its contents. Upon opening the box, they uncovered meticulously wrapped objects. Among them was the preserved carcass of a goose, potentially associated with religious rituals. Another intriguing discovery was a goose egg, carefully preserved within the container. The third item found was an ibis, a bird revered in ancient Egyptian culture for its symbolic significance. These findings suggested a symbolic purpose. Next, they found another bundle covered in linen beside the stone casket. Inside, they uncovered a well-preserved wooden box shaped like an ancient Egyptian mortuary chapel. The box had the name of Pharaoh Thutmos II, indicating a connection to royalty. It contained symbolic items related to the deceased Egyptian monarch and suggested the construction of a temple or tomb in their name. Pharaohs were often buried lavishly, and this discovery was made in the middle of a royal cemetery. The scientists were excited about the possibility of finding the long-lost burial place of King Thutmos II. Although his reign was short, he married his sister, Queen Hatshepsut, who became one of Egypt's most powerful rulers. Despite searching for the king's tomb nearby, they haven't been successful yet. Unearthing his grave would be a significant discovery, comparable to King Tutankhamun's tomb. Archaeologists hope his resting place remains untouched, as it could provide valuable insights into ancient Egyptian customs and way of life. Number 17. Mummification Unveiled. Long ago, people thought the ancient Egyptians mummified their dead to keep their bodies intact. But now, researchers from the University of Manchester's Manchester Museum have shown something amazing. Mummification had a much deeper purpose. It was a special ritual meant to help the departed become divine. In an exhibition called Golden Mummies of Egypt, the University of Manchester team has completely changed how we understand mummification. So, how did this mistaken idea about mummies come about? Well, Victorian-era researchers made a strange connection between mummification and preserving fish with salt. But they were wrong. The Egyptians used a special substance called natron, a mineral found near the Nile's lake beds. Natron was not only used for mummification, but it also had cleansing properties and was used in sacred temple rituals. The Egyptians even applied it to their gods' statues. Now that we know this, we have to change our view of mummies. The ancient Egyptians didn't just want to preserve the body. They wanted to guide the departed to a higher state and a connection with the divine. This amazing discovery will shake what we know about mummies and might change how we teach this fascinating subject in schools. Number 16. The Curse of the Pharaohs. The Curse of the Pharaohs is a renowned and unsettling belief that individuals who disturb the tombs of ancient Egyptian pharaohs will be subjected to a curse. This chilling narrative gained worldwide recognition subsequent to the unearthing of Pharaoh Tutankhamun's tomb in 1922 by British archaeologist Howard Carter. Reports emerged of inexplicable fatalities and misfortunes befalling those involved in the excavation, prompting speculation surrounding the release of a curse. The concept of this curse can be traced back to inscriptions discovered within the tombs, cautioning severe consequences for any who dared to show disrespect towards these hallowed burial sites. The ancient Egyptians maintained the belief that even in the afterlife, the departed pharaohs retained their powers and possessed the capability to inflict dreadful misfortunes upon those who violated their eternal resting places. After Tutankhamun's tomb was found, strange things happened. Lord Carnarvon, who funded the excavation, died from a mosquito bite soon after entering the tomb. People believed he fell victim to the pharaoh's curse. Others from the team and their families also died unexpectedly, reinforcing the curse's reputation. Yet skeptics say it's just superstition and coincidence. They point out that Howard Carter, who uncovered the tomb, lived for 17 more years. Some suggest the deaths and misfortunes blamed on the curse may be due to exposure to harmful molds and bacteria in the ancient tombs. Number 15. The Mystery of KV5. In 1825, a big tomb called KV5 was found by James Burton. It caught the interest of archaeologists and history fans. In 1995, Dr. Kent Weeks, a famous Egyptologist, did excavations and uncovered the true greatness of this mysterious tomb in Egypt's Valley of the Kings. KV5 is the largest tomb ever found in the Valley of the Kings. It has many rooms and corridors. It may have been where the sons of Pharaoh Ramesses II, a powerful ruler in ancient Egypt, were buried. The tomb's huge size and many burial rooms suggest that it was made for multiple people, probably members of the royal family. Inscriptions and objects with the names of Ramesses II's sons support this idea. Finding KV5 has given us new information about the royal family during the 19th dynasty. The tomb's layout, with a main corridor and side rooms, shows that there was a hierarchy for the burials. The most important sons would have been buried closest to the center. This tells us about the politics and social structure of the royal family in ancient Egypt. But there are still many unanswered questions about KV5. It has been damaged by floods and tomb raiders over time, which makes it hard for archaeologists to understand its original layout and what is inside. We also don't know what happened to the people buried in the tomb or who they were. Number 14. The Khufu Ship. The Egyptians had special burial customs, especially for important people. Many amazing discoveries in Egypt are connected to these customs. One such discovery is the Khufu Ship, found in the 1950s and recently moved with great celebration. This ship is very important because it was buried underground for about 5,000 years. Scientists were amazed by how it was made and how well it was preserved. The discovery happened when an Egyptian engineer named Kamalak accidentally found 2 holes while cleaning debris near the Great Pyramid of Khufu. There were actually 3 other holes that looked like boats. After digging it up, the boat was given to an Egyptian restorer named Haja Ahmed Yusuf. The Khufu boat is very big, 43.4 meters long, 5.9 meters wide, and 1.78 meters deep. It had a bow shaped like a papyrus and a tall stern. It weighed about 45 tons. The ship was held together with ropes instead of metal nails. It was used for many things, like taking the king's body to special places and helping the king in the afterlife. Now the Khufu ship is in the Grand Egyptian Museum. It took 6 months to move it there safely. People are still very interested in this important discovery, and the Egyptian Ministry of Tourism and Antiquities wants to hear what people find most interesting about ancient Egypt. Number 13. Exploring ancient Egyptian death and disease. The people of ancient Egypt died long ago, but it's interesting to learn about the diseases that caused their deaths. The Valley of the Golden Mummies, also known as the site in Bajaria Oasis, provides information about death in ancient Egypt. Dr. Zahi Hawass led the excavation and found 105 well-preserved mummies. These mummies are from the Greco-Roman times and represent people from different social statuses. The site may have up to 10,000 mummies, and excavating them all would take over 50 years. The researchers found that burial was done in pottery coffins, anthropoid coffins, and mud brick mastabas. The mummies had different styles, some covered in linen or cartilage, others with gypsum or gold masks showing gods. They were buried with offerings like wine, dates, figs, beans, and olives. They also had everyday items like jewelry, statues, and bronze coins. Some mummies had diseases like cancer, found through post-mortem X-rays. Dr. Hawass thinks the Valley of the Golden Mummies inhabitants were wealthy, possibly from the wine trade in Baharia. Only 6 mummies were taken for further study. The rest will remain undisturbed. Plans include restoring tombs and adding new ceilings. Number 12. The black slime of the Red Sea. The appearance of black slime on Egypt's Red Sea coast has puzzled scientists and locals. This strange substance raises concerns for the marine ecosystem and the tourism industry. It is identified as a type of cyanobacteria, which can survive harsh conditions. Although some cyanobacteria produce toxins, the black slime's species is not known to be harmful. However, its rapid growth and persistence worry scientists and environmentalists. The origin and spread of black slime in the Red Sea have sparked various theories. Some experts believe that pollution from agriculture and sewage might contribute to its growth by promoting cyanobacteria and algal blooms. Climate change and rising sea temperatures could also create favorable conditions. The presence of this black slime reminds us of the delicate balance in nature and the consequences of human interference. It emphasizes the importance of understanding and protecting the interconnected ecosystems that sustain our planet. As researchers continue to study this mysterious phenomenon, we gain a greater appreciation for ocean life and the need to safeguard it. Number 11. The Hidden Chambers of the Great Pyramid. The Great Pyramid of Giza, an ancient wonder, continues to fascinate. It was built over 4,500 years ago during Pharaoh Khufu's reign. The pyramid's enormous size, precision, and complexity have led to many theories. One intriguing mystery is the possibility of hidden chambers and passageways. In the 2017, researchers found a large hidden chamber using advanced scanning technology. It measures 100 feet long and is located above the Grand Gallery. Its purpose and contents are unknown, with experts speculating it could be for treasures, as an aerial chamber, or as a structural component. Another enigma is the Queen's Chamber. Archaeologists are puzzled by its lack of inscriptions or burial artifacts. It has two narrow shafts leading outside, whose purpose has been debated. Some think they were for ventilation, while others believe they aligned with stars to guide the pharaoh's soul. The discovery of small sealed doors called Gantenbrink's doors has fueled theories about hidden chambers. These doors are found at the end of narrow shafts and remain unexplored. They have sparked speculation about the treasures or secrets they may hold. Number 10. The Labyrinth of Hawara. Deep within the sand, the Pyramid of Hawara stands. Pharaoh Amenemhat III built this remarkable structure in ancient times. Its unique feature is its rough appearance, made of simple bricks and covered in limestone. But the real fascination lies beneath the desert. Buried under the sand surrounding the pyramid lies an astonishing find, an underground complex known as the Labyrinth of Hawara. In 2008, daring archaeologists discovered this hidden maze. Surrounded by legends and mentioned by historians like Herodotus, the labyrinth is said to consist of interconnected chambers. It was once thought to be a mere myth, but this legendary maze may hold the key to unraveling the mysteries of forgotten civilizations and mighty empires. When you try to imagine the labyrinth, it's like picturing a vast network of rooms and hallways. There are 12 large areas with impressive gates and two types of rooms, those above ground and those hidden below. While some have explored the upper rooms, the underground ones remain a captivating puzzle. Attempts to recreate the labyrinth using ancient writings have fallen short, leaving the truth hidden beneath the sandy layers of Hawara. Despite the passage of thousands of years, the Pyramid of Hawara and its mysterious labyrinth continue to intrigue us, stirring our curiosity about the deep secrets of the ancient world. We eagerly await the day when someone will uncover them from their long slumber underground. Number 9. The Tombs of the Pyramid Builders. In 1990, Dr. Zahi Hawass, an Egyptian archaeologist, discovered the tombs of the pyramid builders, revealing an intriguing part of the history of those who constructed the famous pyramids of Giza. These tombs challenge the belief that the pyramids were built by slaves, and instead show that the builders were skilled workers who were respected for their contributions. The tombs themselves were simple mud brick structures, some decorated with inscriptions and paintings showing the workers' daily lives. These images give us a glimpse of their tasks, like cutting stones, moving them, cooking, and enjoying leisure activities. The presence of medical facilities and the remains of workers with work-related injuries suggest that their employers took care of them. Another important piece of evidence comes from a nearby cemetery where over 600 individuals were buried. The cemetery had items like pottery, tools, and jewelry, showing that the workers received proper burials and offerings. This proves they were respected members of society, not slaves. The tombs of the pyramid builders give us a special and emotional look into the lives of those who worked on the pyramids of Giza. They show how intricate ancient Egyptian society was and break stereotypes about the builders. Number 8. The Unfinished Obelisk. In ancient Egypt, there exists a hidden masterpiece called the Unfinished Obelisk. This enormous structure, made of solid granite, was intended to be the largest monument ever constructed from a single stone. However, it remains incomplete, connected to the bedrock. Historians have long been puzzled by this intriguing ancient mystery. How did the Egyptians carve these colossal stones from a single block? How were they transported over great distances? And how were they lifted into their towering positions? Numerous theories have been proposed, but the puzzle remains unsolved. Perhaps the Egyptians embarked on daring journeys along the Nile, transporting the tall stone pillars by boat. But how were these massive structures loaded onto the waiting ships? And could the ancient vessels withstand their tremendous weight? Some even speculate that these obelisks were not solely the work of humans, but were created with extraterrestrial assistance. The Unfinished Obelisk project reveals the Egyptians' ambitious dreams and teaches us about their ancient stone-building methods. Experts carefully studied the tools and found colorful marks on the stones, showing where skilled craftsmen worked. These discoveries offer insights into the distant past, helping us understand how people worked long ago. The Unfinished Obelisk is just the start of an incredible journey into history. Number 7. Falcon Shrine. A group of researchers explored the ancient Egyptian port of Berenike and found a falcon shrine that is 1,700 years old. Inside the shrine, they saw a strange pedestal with 15 headless falcons on it. It was an extraordinary sight. They also discovered a stone monument showing 2 unknown gods and an iron harpoon nearby. These findings puzzled the researchers. They wondered why the falcons were beheaded and what the harpoon was for. In one room, they found a Greek inscription that said, "It is wrong to boil a head here." Experts have different theories. Some think the falcons were offered to a god with a falcon head, while others believe the harpoon was a sacred offering. The prohibition against boiling heads adds to the mystery. This discovery gives us new information about the religious beliefs and customs in the ancient port city of Berenike. The headless falcons, mysterious writing, and various cults and beliefs in Berenike raise questions about the rituals and religious practices of that time. The artifacts are in perfect condition, which is remarkable, and they offer a fascinating glimpse into the diverse beliefs and customs of the ancient port of Berenike, adding magic and wonder to our knowledge of history. Number 6. The Dark Sarcophagus. In 2018, archaeologists found a big black stone coffin in Alexandria called the Dark Sarcophagus. It was huge, measuring 9 feet long, 5 feet wide, and 6 feet tall. People were amazed and scared because it was so big and made of powerful black stone. The strange thing was that there were no writings or symbols on it, so nobody knew who was inside. People started guessing about the secrets hidden in this mysterious burial. Eventually, they opened the sarcophagus and found something both fascinating and horrifying. It was filled with reddish-brown liquid, which turned out to be sewage water that had leaked in over time, and there were 3 skeletons inside. It was strange to see 3 people in one coffin. Experts thought these people were probably soldiers who died in battle. One of the skulls had a sharp object injury, possibly from fighting. The Dark Sarcophagus didn't contain the remains of a famous pharaoh or legendary person like some had hoped, but it still taught us about burial customs and the lives of people during the Ptolemaic period. This discovery was not just about history and archaeology. It sparked people's imaginations and rumors of curses and supernatural consequences for those who opened the mysterious coffin. It's time for today's discussion. In the depths of history, a remarkable find has emerged. An Egyptian chest of secrets, dating back an astonishing 3,500 years. Nestled amidst the ancient ruins of Deir el-Bahari, this enigmatic box holds unimaginable wonders within its ancient confines. Its very presence beckons, tempting those brave enough to open its lid. Yet what lies dormant within this mysterious chest? Whispers of a terrible power echo through the corridors of time. Could unsealing the box unleash the furious wrath of an ancient Egyptian pharaoh? The courageous Egyptian archaeologists stand on the precipice of uncovering the long-lost tomb of Thutmos II. However, they now face a harrowing choice. Should they risk awakening an age-old curse that might lie within, or should they seal the box forever, concealing its secrets from the world? Ordinary people tremble at the thought of the evil forces that might protect the chamber. Only the bravest among us dare to entertain the question, will this ancient artifact unleash a timeless terror upon the world? The anticipation mounts as we ponder the potential consequences of revealing the secrets held within the Egyptian chest of secrets. Let's have your opinion on what we just showed you. Number 5. The Hannibal Hymn. The Hannibal Hymn stands as an intriguing and unsettling ancient Egyptian text that has captivated the curiosity and dread of scholars ever since its unearthing. Discovered within the burial chamber of Pharaoh Unas, the final ruler of the 5th dynasty, this enigmatic collection of inscriptions forms part of the pyramid texts, an assortment of religious and funerary writings adorning the walls of regal tombs. What distinguishes the Hannibal Hymn from its counterparts is its macabre and vivid depictions of cannibalistic rituals. The hymn talks about the pharaoh eating the body parts and organs of gods and others to gain their powers and live forever. It says, "Unas has taken in the wisdom of every god. He will live forever, and Unas will eat them once he has their magical abilities." For many years, scholars have debated the meaning of the Hannibal Hymn. Some think it's symbolic, where eating divine flesh represents the pharaoh absorbing cosmic energies and becoming like a god. Others believe it might show actual cannibalism in ancient Egypt, which may be done in rituals by the rulers or as punishment for enemies. Number 4. The Tomb of the Silver Pharaoh. The Tomb of the Silver Pharaoh is the burial place of Pharaoh Susanus I, an ancient Egyptian ruler. Discovered in 1940 by archaeologist Pierre Monti, it is located in the city of Tanis, adding to its historical importance. What sets this tomb apart is the extraordinary silver coffin that held the pharaoh's remains. The coffin was made entirely of solid silver and decorated with gold and precious stones. This discovery is considered one of the most amazing finds in Egyptian archaeology. Silver had great significance in ancient Egypt, being rarer and more valuable than gold. Egyptians believed it symbolized the god's skeletal structure. The burial of Pharaoh Susanus I in a silver coffin suggests his exceptional status among his contemporaries. Excavating the tomb revealed many artifacts, including a stunning golden death mask, intricate jewelry, and other precious items. These treasures showcase the wealth and artistic skill of ancient Egypt. Despite the lavishness of the tomb, little is known about Pharaoh Susanus I's reign or accomplishments, adding to the mystery surrounding ancient Egyptian rulers. Number 3. The City of the Dead. The City of the Dead, known as the Necropolis of Thebes, is an ancient burial ground on the Nile River's west bank, opposite Luxor in Egypt. It's a vast necropolis with important sites like the Valley of the Kings, the Valley of the Queens, and the tombs of the nobles. It's a highly significant archaeological area worldwide. During ancient Egypt's New Kingdom period, the City of the Dead was the main burial place for pharaohs, queens, and nobles, a prosperous and powerful era in Egypt. The tombs and mortuary temples in the necropolis are not just impressive structures, but also hold valuable information about ancient Egyptian beliefs, art styles, and burial customs. The Valley of the Kings, a famous site within the City of the Dead, contains elaborate rock-cut tombs where pharaohs like Tutankhamun, Ramesses II, and Seti-Wat were buried. These tombs have intricate carvings and paintings depicting the pharaoh's life, religious texts, and spells for the afterlife. The treasures found here provide insights into ancient Egyptian life. Besides royal tombs, the City of the Dead has tombs of nobles, revealing the social hierarchy and everyday life of ancient Egypt's elite. The noble tombs are beautifully decorated and showcase agricultural activities, feasts, and family life. Number 2. The Dandara Light. Deep in Egypt's Dandara temple complex lies a controversial artifact called the Dandara Light. It's a mysterious carving found underground in the Hathor temple. The carving shows a figure holding a long object with a snake-like filament inside and another unknown presence behind it. Some experts think it looks like a modern light bulb, suggesting that ancient Egyptians had knowledge of electricity and lighting. This idea challenges our understanding of ancient civilizations. However, most Egyptologists and scholars have a different view. They believe the Dandara Light is a symbolic representation based on Egyptian creation myths. The filament symbolizes a primordial serpent, while the elongated object represents a lotus flower giving birth to the sun. This explanation aligns with the religious beliefs of ancient Egyptians and is widely accepted by scholars. Although the idea of advanced Egyptian technology is intriguing, the prevailing consensus sees the Dandara Light as a symbol rather than proof of advanced technology. To understand our past, we must consider both extraordinary and conventional explanations when examining ancient artifacts. Number 1. 18,000 strange objects. Exciting recent archaeological excavations in the ancient Egyptian city of Athorobis unveiled a treasure trove of over 18,000 intriguing objects. These objects, called ostrika, are pottery fragments that served as notepads long ago. They provide valuable insights into the lives of people living in the city 2,000 years ago. The ostrika contains various information like shopping lists, trade records, and even schoolwork. They were a cost-effective alternative to paper, with individuals using ink and a stick to write on the clay surfaces. Many of the ostrika found in Athorobis have visible writings, allowing experts to decipher their contents. The excavation team, including members from the University of Tübingen and the Egyptian Ministry of Tourism and Antiquities, also discovered depictions of animals, humans, and deities on some of the pottery fragments. Some pieces were linked to an ancient school, suggesting that writing tasks were used as a form of discipline for unruly children. The writings on the objects are mainly in a script called Demotic, used during the time of Ptolemy XII. Greek, hieroglyphics, Arabic, and Coptic are also present, revealing the city's diversity. The discovery sheds light on the city's economy, trade, and exchange of goods like wheat and bread. Although studying the ostrika will take years, it presents an incredible opportunity to understand life in Athorobis. Which of these mysterious discoveries did you find the most intriguing? Let's know your answers in the comments below.